Do you have a hit list?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's
Literally.
on your hit list?
Like heavyweight, you know Luke Jacobs, talking about him before.
I've heard about it.
Tell me what this little fat fuck said.
I just want to fight him.
Luke, I got some money for you, son.
Yeah, I want to fight Luke. I want to fight Big Cez, his little roommate.
Brad's gonna come have a sleep over with us.
Yeah, I want to like
You want all
anyone,
the smoke.
anyone.
You want that ATT smoke.
Literally.
Yeah? Did you fight on an urban card? Bang, welcome back to the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys so much for smashing the subscribe button. As you know, we're well aware of our mission to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you haven't done so already, make sure to smash the subscribe button. I'm joined here today with Samir Tank Ali, a mixed martial artist who came first in the IMMAF Oceania, and he is well and truly on his way to making himself a pro debut in the Australian mixed martial arts scene, and probably one of the most interesting prospects I've met so far, I have to say.
Yeah.
I think so. I'm really interested to see your career arc.
Yeah, like you're not the only one, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You got a bit of a crowd out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've brought your whole posse out here today.
Nah, I told you this is nothing, bro. It's nothing. Literally.
I bet you can sell some seats.
Nah, yeah, you can ask Craig Jen.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're very interesting. I like your style. And that's one of the first things I noticed about you is that your style is very kind of push forward, aggressive. You like to use your hands.
Oh, my fight style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're smart with it as well. Like we're talking a little bit about off air. I noticed in your fight footage that you sent me that you had very slick head movement. You're very strategic about the way you fight and you don't take damage unnecessarily. How do you kind of... Well, why don't we start with the IMMAF? How did the opportunity about IMMAF come about?
My head coach at my gym, Brian Ebersol, best coach in Australia actually. Brian Ebersol, shout out to him.
Shout out.
Yeah, but my head coach, he gave me an opportunity. I was supposed to do junior because at the time I was 19.
Yeah.
So junior's from 18 to 21, I think.
What gym do you train at?
King's Academy.
King's Academy.
Yeah, the best gym in Australia.
They are very good. I've seen a lot of their...
It's the best gym in Australia. And I hear a lot of people saying their gym is the best gym in Australia, but nah, bro.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys listen to the show, man.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I have to admit, I've seen a lot of the footage that comes out of King's Academy, and it's very promising. I mean, in terms of boxing, in terms of mixed martial arts, do you guys have grappling as well there?
Yeah, bro, grappling.
Yeah.
That's what our gyms, literally, that's the strong
Really?
point of our gym, grappling.
I thought it was the boxing.
No, it's mainly BJJ.
Ah, there you go. Okay, well, big shout out to King's Academy.
Yeah, shout out to Kings.
So your coach at King's Academy, what was his name again?
The MMA head coach is Brian Ebersol.
Brian. So Brian comes up to you and says, hey, do you want to compete in the next IMMAF?
Yeah, because he's the head coach for Team Australia. Yeah, so yeah, I was supposed to do that at junior, which was 18 to 21. And then I was training like for a whole month. Like I put on a proper fight camp for it. And then yeah, like 3 weeks before the event, I still remember it was sparring. We finished sparring. I'm taking my gear off and he tells me, oh, your opponent pulled out, Team New Zealand pulled out. And then he's like, there's, and after like I was, bro, a shit feeling, you know, you're training, you just finished hard sparring, then you're told that your fight's not happening.
Yeah.
And then it was like, wait, August 5, which is my next fight, blah, blah, blah. Then I asked him, is there anyone else? This, that, and after cause I wanted to be put into the heavyweight division, the senior heavyweight division.
Was that where you were like naturally fighting at the time? Like
Yeah. I was doing junior heavyweight.
Right.
So I wanted to be put in the senior heavyweight. But then he told me he would suss it out. And then I think a week later, like I was still training. I didn't stop my fight camp. A week later, what happened? Oh, he tells me there's the senior super heavyweight available, which was 120 kilos to 300 kilos.
Yeah.
And I was planning on making 115, like, because with my dietitian, KS, best dietitian in Australia. Shout out to him as well.
Christoph?
Yeah, Christoph.
Ooh, big shout out to Christoph.
Yeah, big shout out to Christoph, yeah.
He's a G. He knows what's up.
Yes, very, very, bro. Like, the way he talks to me, the way he explains stuff and all that, wow, bro. You know, like, certain people in their certain fields,
Well,
It amazes me.
the thing with Christoph is that he comes from a fighting background.
Yeah.
So he understands how a fighter trains. He understands how they should eat. He understands the pressures of making weight. He understands like cutting weight the right way. So he sees it in a very strategic way for fighters.
Yeah, he's just a genius, bro.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, like we were working on making 115 for that. And then for my next fight, which was 3 weeks after the IMMAF, my goal was to make 110.
Okay.
Which I ended up doing for both.
Why'd you want to go lighter?
Because my goal was to drop slowly, like drop, but keep fighting a heavyweight, but keep dropping, so then eventually drop to light heavyweight. But then so yeah, I was, what is it called? Where was I up to with the IMMAF?
Yeah, so your opponent had just pulled out and you'd been rescheduled for August 5th.
Yeah, I got rescheduled for August 5th, and after I asked if there's anyone available, I wanted to be put into the heavyweight division. Then I get told the senior super heavyweight, there's no one in his division. A French
Super
Polynesian,
heavyweight.
yeah, big, like, this guy weighed 166 kilos. Yeah.
Fuck!
Yeah, bro, it was big.
And you're walking at 110.
Nah, at the time I was walking like at 120.
120.
Yeah, but like I was already, no, I was lighter than 120 because I was on weight.
Yeah.
And then I thought that I couldn't weigh under 120 because it makes sense. Like you can't weigh in a division under.
Yeah.
So I was planning on to weigh in with rocks in my pants or weights in my pants. Yeah. Yeah, like just because I wanted to fight.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hyro, his name's Hyro, I still remember him. He's an old guy, old and big, bro. Like I've seen him because with IMMAF we went to Brisbane, and I got there Friday. So I saw him Friday at the athlete registration where you go register and everything. I saw him and he just didn't look big because he was wearing a jacket, his bag, blah, blah, blah. Then I saw him on Saturday, which was day one of IMMAF because it's a 2-day event. And we were in the finals already because it was just us two.
So you actually did go and
Yeah,
super
ended up
heavyweight.
Yeah. It probably wasn't smart, but yeah.
No, dude, that's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So you were walking at, let's say, 120. What did you weigh in at?
I weighed in at 117 because I fucked up my, like, yeah, Christoph's gonna be angry, but I fucked up my water cut because I was water loading.
Yeah.
And then I was either supposed to cut out water on the day before weigh-ins, or I was supposed to drink 1.5 liters or some shit. But then I ended up doing some weird shit which fucked up my water load. And then I didn't weigh in at 115. I weighed in 117. But yeah, that was my official weight, 117.
And what was your opponent's official weight?
166. 166, yeah.
Who sanctions that?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Literally, yeah.
That's crazy. You got balls, man.
Yeah, like I knew I was gonna beat him, but it was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as I was saying, he just looked normal size. He was taller than me. He was like, I'm 6'1". He was like 6'3", I reckon.
Yeah, you heard that. 6 foot. 6 foot.
Yeah.
Just everyone listening.
Yeah, but what is it called? To the girls, I'm 6'4".
Right.
Yeah, to girls, I'm 6'4".
And Colombian.
Yeah, 6'4", or Cuban. Yeah.
Or Cuban, whichever works.
But yeah, this guy was big, bro. I remember I walked out first. I was in the octagon, like I was in the cage. I was facing my coaches. I don't know. It just happened.
What was your coach's kind of immediate reaction to your new opponent? So obviously you'd been preparing to fight someone closer to your weight category, and then you get thrown into the deep end into super heavyweight, where literally there's only one person standing in your way from getting the gold medal. How does your coach go, okay, we're gonna change our strategy to make sure that you walk away with the dub here?
Well, Brian, he told me just move. And I remember, like my last 2 sparrings, he was watching me, and I was staying like in the pocket, blah 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 blah. And after he told me I can't fight like that because I'm fighting a grizzly bear. That's how he described them.
So the strategy was more to like keep range, stay out of the way.
Yeah, touch and move, which I actually had to.
Yeah,
literally. You know what IMMAF done?
Tell me.
The night before our fight, I was in bed. And they uploaded because he won gold the previous Oceania. And then they uploaded the video of him knocking out someone cold. And I was just in bed watching. I was like, fuck me, dude. This guy can't touch me. Yeah. Yeah,
That's not what you want to be watching the night
Literally,
before you
yeah.
fight the guy.
yeah, and he kept on playing in my head. I was like, bro, hey, like I actually can't get touched by him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that fight, he only touched me once.
Do you think that watching that video helped you?
Helped me.
Yeah.
Sort of, like I just knew I can't get touched, and I believed in my full work. Him, I knew after round one he's done. Because walking around 166 kilos, you don't have cardio. I don't get what you do.
Yeah.
You just don't have cardio.
Yeah.
And yeah, it showed.
And I think especially, like,
This might be my most controversial opinion I've given to date.
no one cares.
Aside
Not
from
the
number
number
one
one
podcast,
podcast.
keep
Keep
saying
saying
we're
we're
on
on
a mission.
mission. You only got 60 views in 2 days.
3, 2, 1. Bang, welcome back to HEMPCANN Labs, a proud sponsor of LUCA's podcast. These guys have an entire range of CBD oils, gummies, and vapes for you smokers out there that specifically is designed to provide you with high quality CBD. So whether you're trying to deal with stress, anxiety, muscle recovery, or you just enjoy that relaxation effect that comes with CBD. I use it personally before every podcast. It helps deal with all the stress and anxiety that comes in with recording these episodes. And if you use promo code LUCA, you're going to get 15% off your next purchase. Check out their website. The link will be in the bio, in the description, wherever you're watching this, you will be able to find it. Thank you, and back to the program.
Like, you do see this sometimes. I think, I hate bringing up this example, but the most recent example I can think of is the Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul fight, right? Like, that's essentially the basis of what that fight was. Let's find the best boxer of all time in Floyd Mayweather, and who's known for being very light, very slick, very nimble, and able to move out of the way. Defensively, the greatest. That's undeniable.
Yeah, he's the
There's
best,
no
he's
one
the
better
best.
than Floyd Mayweather defensively. And let's put him up against this brute in Logan Paul, who's tall, long, heavy.
His hench, he's big, like he's
Oh,
Jack
he's-
Logan Paul, yeah.
Yeah, like, dude, say what you want about his boxing capability. You don't want to get punched by the guy. And it was really interesting in seeing how, you know, Mayweather was able to cut angles and be slick. And, you know, he couldn't get in with the jab, obviously, because Logan was so much taller and heavier than him at the time, but still found ways to create damage and give Logan a lot of headache.
Literally, yeah, but
And so I think that's the kind of relationship in weight and speed that we're kind of seeing here, in that you came in almost 40 kilos lighter than this guy.
it was 50.
50 kilos.
50 kilos, yeah.
50 kilos lighter than this guy, and you are, and is this full MMA, like
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu,
yeah.
striking?
It's full MMA.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, like if he took me down somehow, which is impossible, like my wrestling, yeah, no one's gonna take me
No
down.
one's taking you down?
Yeah, no, I got taken down my last fight, so I can't say no one's taking. I got tripped, but yeah, I can't
We'll
really
cut
say no
it
one's
out,
taking
don't
me
worry,
down.
we'll cut it out.
But yeah, like say, cause I wanted to shoot on him until I saw how big he was, until he entered the ring. Cause as I was saying, when I entered the cage, I was facing my coaches. Like, did you see the fight I sent you?
Yeah.
You see how like I was on my knees just facing my coaches before the fight started?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I was in the exact same position. I think it's just like a ritual now. It's
Nice.
just my fight thing. But yeah, and then when he was walking, I just see like some war cry. It's his team. They done some war cry. And after I was like, fuck. And then he enters the ring and he just does some weird, like he screams. And after I turn around, after I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Because the cage was so small and he was just so big.
Yeah.
And then like I was like, bro, if this guy touches me, like you don't need speed, you don't need power. Being that size, you just force and mass.
Yeah.
Just body mass, you know?
That's the thing, right? Like, I think the only real mixed martial arts where you stand, where on paper you can definitely beat someone heavier than you, is jiu-jitsu. I think that's really
Yeah.
the most prominent sport where you can go, oh,
BJJ.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, literally,
right.
bro.
You can get someone who's 30 kilo weight difference,
Bro,
but the person with more technical skill is going to be able to beat the heavier guy. In striking, that's a very tough call to make.
In striking, as slow as the guy might be, all he needs to do is touch you once.
Yeah.
And I spoke to his team after, and they told me their whole game plan was to catch me with the left hook.
Right.
Literally, and that's what he was doing. Like I could see him, because he'd have his hand in a like ready,
Yeah.
and like I'd feint him, and after he'll bring it up, bring it out.
Right. He was just
So,
switching
but
for it.
If you touch against me, bro, I make reads. Literally, like I don't see how smart of a fighter I am until I watch myself. Like until I watch
You
the
are
fight.
very smart.
Yeah, like
You are
I used to
definitely
make
smart.
I used to make reads, and I just read him. Then I just followed the game plan: touch and move, touch and move, touch and move. And then yeah,
So how did that fight end? Because that's the one that you couldn't send me.
30-27.
30-27 went to
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
The whole time on the ground. Oh, sorry, the whole time on your feet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. So you just outstruck the guy.
Yeah,
outmoved him.
Yeah, he got bashed. Like he's old, so like I don't want to talk shit about him. Like, but
Sorry, he's not watching. Don't worry about it.
oh, I don't think they have internet there. Straight out, French Polynesia, because that's where he's from. He's from French Polynesia.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, their country is so different, bro. Like I was telling my coach, because my coaches they were in Timoshoya as well,
Yeah.
and what is it called? Like when Timoshoya, when they done their registrations, they all scattered like small groups. You can tell like, oh, they're from that gym, blah blah blah. They know each other, and the same with Team New Zealand. But French Polynesia, they all sat on the stands, all like just like as a family.
It's like a national pride.
Yeah, and after I was to my coach, I was like, bro, look, like it amazed me. And then I told my coach, I was like, after I found, I actually want to go talk to him because they're different, they're cultural. So they're so cultural, they're like together, unlike here in
So do you
Australia.
think that war cry was like a very ritualistic like part of their culture?
Yeah, because he done it in round 3, literally in the middle of the round, and after that I done it back to him. Wait, I think I have the video. If I have the video, I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the round, he done like some war cry, and after like I done it back to him. It just looks so funny, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's super interesting. You know where you see a lot of that is in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
In Muay Thai, it's very
cultural, traditional, and all that. Yeah.
It's very ritualistic, and they do like the. I wish I could remember the name of the dance, but they do like the dance before the show, and
I'm not really. Yeah, like I don't really follow Muay Thai.
And they all have the Muay Thai ritualistic tattoos, and they have like different meanings for each one. It's like Avatar shit.
And
man.
they get a stone to their skin. I'm pretty sure. Like they don't use the tattoo pens.
Yeah, no, they use I thought it was stick and poke, but I might be wrong about that.
Yeah, I can't correct you.
They're
on
bad
that.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
man.
Muay Thai fighters, bro. Like especially a good one, we use, bro. No, I would not fuck with a Muay Thai fighter in the street, bro.
No, the last thing you want is to cross a Muay Thai fighter.
Yeah, you shoot double leg, bro. You don't know what to do.
They're different, man. I mean, because it's the most dangerous parts of MMA, or just put together into one. We're talking elbows, we're talking knees, we're talking like really intense, heavy clinch work. We're talking strikes. We're talking some of the most lethal kicks you've ever seen, where guys are literally getting wooden sticks and just whacking the shit out of their shins
conditioning,
over and over and over again to make sure that they're like concrete. I don't know if you know Paulie. Do you know Paulie Tolios?
Yeah, actually, I do. He was supposed to fight someone from my gym.
Oh, really?
Yeah, then
Fell through?
Yeah, fell through.
Yeah, he came on, and just behind the scenes kind of thing, I was like, I want to feel a Muay Thai kick. Like these guys are hyping it up, you know. And he goes, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, come on, why not?" And so he kicks me. I wish we got this on camera. This is one of those moments that I just didn't get. But he leg kicked me just like right here on the thigh, like the meaty part of the thigh. And it was like a slab of concrete just went drilled straight into my leg.
No, if you get kicked in the right place, it shuts down your nerves.
Yeah.
That's why calf kicks. Me, like when I fight, I calf kick a lot.
You love
like
the calf kick?
I got banned from calf kicking at my gym. Yeah.
Why?
Literally. No, but I understand why. Because calves, like what is it called? When you get calf kicked, it shuts down the nerves of your leg and everything. So like I sort of understand why. Literally, but I will never want to get calf kicked, bro.
Yeah. Well, we saw that in the Conor fight.
Yeah,
against Dustin Poirier.
That's a very good example he's used.
Yeah. Like
his leg just buckled on him.
Yeah.
His leg buckled on him. He changed stances. It was too square. Boom.
Yeah. And the thing about that calf kick is that it's so immobilizing. Sorry. In that, you know, when you're talking about hitting that, I wish I could remember the name of the nerve. I want to say it's the proneal nerve, but I'm not 100% sure.
You know, I couldn't be sure.
I think it's, can you pull that up, the proneal nerve? when you hit that nerve in the right spot, because it wraps around the whole back of your thigh, then across your calves into the front of your shin, it's really debilitating. You can't move that leg.
It literally takes one or two, then you're done, bro. You start reconsidering your stance. And all that. Bro.
Like you can't throw that jab, you can't move out of the same way.
Yeah, that's why I implement a calf kick heavy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised most fighters don't do it, but again, it's not as easy as just a leg kick. A leg kick, you just put it out there, you can just touch it. But a calf kick, you actually have to kick around the leg to hit the nerve. Yeah,
right. I'm almost tempted to ask you to calf kick me. Right?
No.
I don't think we should we?
I doubt you walk, bro. It's fucked. Literally, like I've been calf kicked once, bro. And I had to change stances, but I think it was an accident. I don't think he knew that he calf kicked me.
Right.
Really, yeah, it was just an accident.
Okay, so that's a good segue. Is that I watched your second fight against, apologies, I've forgotten your opponent's name.
Nick Green.
I'll
never forget his name, bro. He broke my arm.
Yeah.
Never forget his name.
So you had a fight against Nick Green, and unfortunately, you didn't get the dub.
On Tapology, I didn't win, but I won.
Right.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, no. Oh no, I took that L straight out. Like I took it as
you took the L on that, but when I watched that fight, I was commenting to the people around me that wow, for a southpaw, you moved really nicely.
Southpaw,
you were so slick, and I'm like, there's not many southpaws out there that move like that, because I fight southpaw, and I understand that it's as many advantages as come with it. It's a very constraining stance. It's a lot. You have to play a lot longer game. It's a lot of like touching, finding the right shot, then bang.
Like look at Connor. He's literally the perfect example of a
He's the
striking
perfect
southpaw.
example of that. And there's a couple southpaws out there that are very good. Honorable mention to Josh Togo for winning the UAE Warriors. And I was amazed. I was like, oh wow, look, he's a southpaw. He looks really good. And then when we get here, you tell me that you fight orthodox.
Yeah, I'm all, yeah.
So why were you fighting southpaw that fight?
Because in the first round he kicked. I think when he kicked me, I was southpaw.
Right.
And then I was checking it. No, I was blocking, and then he snapped. Then I broke my arm. Like my arm snapped. One like it didn't snap, but I broke the bone in my arm.
Fuck.
And then then like as soon as it happened, I don't know. I just thought that's how it felt. Because it was the first time getting kicked like with no shin guards and everything. I just thought that's how it felt then, yeah. But then, I don't know. I started fighting southpaw. Then when I went to the corner, I could not move my arm. Like I thought my hand was broken. I didn't know it was my arm because I could move my hand, but I just wouldn't move up or down. Then, I told my coaches. Then I was like, I'm going to have to fight southpaw. And then, literally went the whole second round southpaw. Then got taken down towards the end of it, I'm pretty sure.
How much pain were you in?
Like when it happened?
Yeah.
Nah, like not that much pain, but because the adrenaline and all that. But after, like my hand was here the whole thing, the whole time. Like because after the medic, he came, he saw it and everything, and I couldn't move my arm. Then he said I have to go to hospital. I took the right glove off and the wrap off, but the left one I had to leave it on. I mean, I took the left one off. But the right one, I had to leave it on. Like it hurt too much to take off. Then I took it off at the hospital when I went back to the hospital.
That's intense, man.
Yeah.
To do that mid-fight.
It's real life, bro. Literally real life.
So that happened in round 2?
No, it happened in round 1.
Round 1?
Yeah.
You broke your arm in round 1 of a fight. And you made it all the way to the end of round 3, essentially.
No, at the end of round 2.
Round 2.
Yeah.
Right. So you essentially did a whole round with a broken arm.
No, and the ref stopped at like the last 5 seconds of the round.
Which is strange.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm not too like, it is what it is. It maybe for the better. Because what if I checked another one and then it broke the other bone?
Yeah.
Then bro.
So how bad's the break? Like how bad are we talking?
They call it a nightstick fracture.
A nightstick fracture.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
They got the name from back in the days when cops with their baton, when they used to strike people, the instant reaction was put their hand like that,
right,
to block it. Then it will snap the bone. So that's what they call it for. Yeah.
And so how's the recovery process been? from that?
Yeah, I got 20 stitches, a plate and 6 screws in. So there's a plate and 6 screws in there. Then yeah, just really.
You're practically bionic.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
You don't want to get hit by a spinning back fist by me now. But yeah, now I'm just recovering. I have a appointment with my specialist next week actually.
Mm-hmm. Have you been able to train or do anything in the meantime?
No, I've been training on my strength and conditioning coach.
Right.
Yeah.
So a lot of just like weightlifting,
No,
cardio.
I wish weightlifting.
No?
The doctor said to not lift anything more than 3 kilos of his hand. But I think it's dragging it, to be honest. Because if it feels normal now.
What does he know?
Yeah, but I have an appointment with him on Tuesday, so I'm going to go suss that out. Hopefully, I want to ask him if I could start training like a BJJ, do the MMA class, wrestling, because that is just posting, you know?
Or even if it's like leg locks or something like that where you're not really using.
Yeah, well, I want to see if I could do those classes, but striking, yeah, I doubt I can strike. Until he said it's minimum 3 months. So from surgery, 3 months would be November. Okay. So hopefully in November I can come back.
So we could be looking at early next year to see you in the cage again?
Yeah, 100%, bro.
Yeah. You're not going anywhere?
No way.
No way.
Where am I supposed to go? I'm going to the top. That's where I'm going.
You're going to the top?
Yeah.
You're going to the top, son. So you get the gold belt at the IMMAF. Must have been a very surreal experience for you.
It was, because especially if that was my first fight, which I think surprised a lot of people. Like to even get the opportunity without having any fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good feeling.
How do you think your name got thrown into the mixer for that?
My coach, Brian.
Right.
Yeah, 100%.
He just saw the potential in you and they were just like, yep, he's the guy. Let's do it. That's interesting, man. That's so cool. So because you started your career on such a high where you essentially became the best super heavyweight in Oceania.
Yeah, 100%. That's me. The super heavyweight in Oceania. But I'll probably never fight a super heavyweight again in my life. No way. Especially because I sort of told him my game plan. The guy I beat.
Yeah.
Like, because after the fight, I had a conversation with him like half an hour. Then he was telling me about his country and everything. Like, he's a cool guy, bro. And he's the president of their national MMA team.
Ah,
yeah,
real?
bro. They're so humble, bro. Straight out. Just like I almost felt bad for beating him.
Well,
but he was laughing. He was laughing like it was just laughing, joking. We have some broken English, like it was hard. It was hard conversating with him.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, what is it called?
So that would have been like on a foundational level. That would have really given you a lot of ambition to push forward.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
I've won this title. You get to take the gold medal back to your family, your friends, show everyone like, look, I've already done something here. Like, let's double down on this and go a lot harder. What do you think are the next steps for you in your career? Obviously, you're coming off the back of an injury, but where do you want to fight next? Who do you want? What are you?
Who do I want? You know who I want.
Tell me, who do you want?
Eventually, I don't know, bro. Like right now, I'm just worried about getting a W again. You know, I'm 1-on-1 with 1 loss. On Tapology, it says I'm on a 1-fight losing streak, bro. I want that gone.
Get rid
quickly,
of that shit.
So as soon as I can spar, means I can fight. Which, because if I can spar, I can do a fight camp. So yeah, hopefully next year, January, February, I'll fight. Like I don't care who, I don't care what shirt, but I'm fighting like heavyweight. And then, I'm just going to start collecting belts, hopefully. Yeah. No promoter's ever going to turn me down for a belt.
Why do you think that is?
Because I bring them money, bro. I make them rich. I sell seats.
That's a nice chain you got there.
Thank you.
It's fresh.
Thank you.
So who do you want? Tell us. Do you have a hit list? All right, guys. We need to stop for a second because I want to ask you something. Do you know what the number one regret is for a human being? It's not betting on themselves. It's not taking a chance, and it's not chasing that dream that you often see discussed on this show. And do you know what the number one reason as to why people don't do that? It's because of money. But if there's anything I want you to take away from this podcast, it's that you can go and chase your dreams. You can travel the world. You can start the next Fortune 500 company. That's why I'm super excited to announce that I've partnered with Monarch Financial Group. Monarch Financial Group are a team of mortgage brokers who are absolutely committed to making sure you get access to the money that you need and the education that you need.
They've got teams of mortgage brokers with over 10 years of industry experience. And that experience goes towards fighting tooth and nail to make sure that you get the best deal possible. So it's time to stop procrastinating on that dream. It's time to go to monarchfinancialgroup.com.au. Make sure to mention LUCA's podcast in the process.
Yeah.
Yeah? Who's
Literally.
on your hit list?
Light heavyweight, you know Luke Jacobs, talking about him before.
I've heard about him.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually want to fight him.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really want to fight him.
Luke, I got some money for you, son.
Yeah, I want to fight Luke. I want to fight Big Says, his little roommate.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, literally, I want to like
You want all
anyone,
the smoke.
anyone.
You want that
bro.
ATT smoke.
Literally.
Yeah? Did you fight on an urban card?
Only if it's for a belt, but rather than that, I'm not really interested in fighting though.
No.
Well, like there's more to it, to be honest. I don't think I could really say it on camera, but there's more to it.
Okay, you can tell me off camera.
Yeah, and yeah, there's more to it, but yeah,
So Luke Jacob
yeah, but it's
Big Says.
it's sort of like it's out of my hands, so it's not my choice. If it's my choice, bro, I'll be for I would have fought ages ago on ATT on urban.
on urban. So you want the two big dogs of that weight division. I mean, those guys are on some big streaks right now. Says obviously coming off the win against Joey Belfiore, and then did he fight after that?
No, I'm pretty
No,
sure
I
not.
think he's taken some time off, and then Luke's on I think a 2 or 3 fight winning streak. At
Yeah,
this
good on
point.
him. Good on him.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter.
Yeah.
He's not really. I don't know.
What hole in his game do you see that you think you can take advantage of?
Well, if I tell you, it means I'm telling him. So yeah, but yeah.
Secret.
Nah, he's doing his thing. He's fighting after tomorrow. He's fighting Sunday. Yeah. I actually want to go watch that fight. He's doing his thing, so
Yeah.
I can't really hate on someone else doing their thing, you know.
Oh no, absolutely.
But yeah, like
I like it. You keep it respectful.
Yeah, if he keeps winning, I'm eventually gonna meet him.
Yeah.
But if I fight Urban, it's just for the belt, literally.
Right.
I'm not really
So you're looking past urban. What are you thinking? Eternal.
eternal. Grind, like bro, like I said, I'm 1-on-1. I just want to win. Like I don't care what show, to be honest.
Right.
Like yeah, but I have goals for 2023. Literally, I was telling my dietitian, my strength and conditioning coach as well, my coaches. I just have goals for 2023.
How do you prepare yourself psychologically for your fights?
But I've been fighting all my life, bro. It's not that hard.
What do you mean you've been fighting all your life?
Literally, it's struggle, bro. I'm not, just struggles.
How so?
Everything, bro. Like, just growing up. You know, like, I'm not saying I came from a broken home or anything, but yeah, just fighting, like, the streets, bro. Literally.
Yeah. It's you see a lot of that in MMA fighters.
Yeah. Especially at the top, bro, because most MMA fighters, they come from nothing. That's why they dedicate their whole time to MMA, and that's why they're so good, because they're so skilled and technical, because they dedicated the whole time on it.
Yeah.
I can't say the same about people from Sydney, bro.
No.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just see them like, they don't want it. They do it, but they don't want it. And if you don't want it, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like me, bro, at the end of the day, we're all amateurs, and I just didn't get some amateurs, bro. They're just, it's as if that's all they want to be, amateurs.
What do you see in the amateur circuit that you don't like?
Literally, like, I don't know. Everyone's fake. Most people are fake.
Yeah. You think they're doing it for the clout?
Yeah, clout chasers, bro. A lot of clout chasers, bro.
Yeah, there is a real issue, and I'm not going to pick out specific names of people here because that'd probably all fuck me up. But there's definitely a handful of fighters out there that talk a big name but aren't as committed to it, in my opinion, as what they could be.
Nah, but at the end of the day, it's not easy MMA, bro. Like, you're
no.
training boxing, then wrestling, then BJJ.
The physical toll it takes on you is ridiculous.
It's not easy, especially a fight camp. Then you worry about making weight, then you make weight, then you done.
And essentially, a lot of these guys are fighting for free, or they're losing money.
Well, literally. Like for IMMAF, I had to finance the whole thing.
Yeah.
The plane ticket there, the hotel there, plane ticket back, food, everything.
Yeah.
And I won, so it's worth it. But I don't know. But it's platforms, bro. Like, I don't know, we're amateurs. You're trying to get experience. You're trying to build your name. You're trying to do this, trying to do that. So it's not really an L in not getting paid.
So you think from your background,
and your struggle growing up that you're kind of just psychologically built for this thing? Like,
Yeah,
do you
100%, 100%.
Do you do any prep? Do you do any kind of like visualization, meditation?
No, I'm sort of religious, bro. So yeah, my deen means religion in Islam. Yeah, my deen is really what makes it easy for me. Because at the end of the day, it's all written, bro. Like my last loss was written already for me. Like me breaking my arm was already written. That's the way I see it. That's the way that's what I believe in.
Yeah.
So like that's why, like, as shit as it is, like as bad as it is, like in the moment you're like, fuck, I lost, bro. My arm broke. Now I can't train. Now I'm out. Now this. Now that. But it's all written, bro.
How much control do you think you have over the success of your career, as opposed to how much do you think is written?
No, like me, I believe my career's all like it's written already.
Right.
Yeah. So I just do my best, perform my best.
You said you're Muslim, right?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
I find, particularly with mixed martial artists, and I don't mean this to discredit any other religion, but I find that Muslim fighters tend to be the most committed, the most disciplined, the most focused, the most successful in many cases.
Yeah, but I think it comes down to that because we believe like it's written already. Like me going into a fight, like I can't really control the outcome. I'm just gonna perform, do my best. But if I win, I say alhamdulillah, all praise to God, because God gave me that victory. If I lose, then God gave me that loss. But yeah, like my last fight, I lost. But yeah, what's that loss? It's an amateur loss. Can you name me any professional fighter, active professional fighter right now? Can you name me their amateur record?
No.
None, because once you're pro, your amateur record, it's not. Like no one cares about it.
Yeah,
you know?
no. I'm not even concerned about the record. I'm more concerned about the religious side of it for you. Like, why do you think it is that people from the Muslim religion have so much success in fighting? What is it about being Muslim that promotes success?
We call it, like me, I think it's faith. Just having faith in Allah, faith in God, you know. Cause at the end of the day, win or lose, like you got God with you, you know.
Yeah.
And like I post this a lot, and I'm always gonna believe until the day I die. When Allah's with you, no one can beat you. You can lose a fight, but and what, you know?
Yeah, that's really. Yeah, I mean, Khabib Nurmagomedov, Mike Tyson. I mean, some of the biggest names in the sport, just in combat sports in general, you know, all devout Muslims, and I've always wondered that. I've always wondered.
Yeah, no. When you have Allah by your side, bro, there's no real loss. That's the way I take it.
Yeah, you know, I saw a clip of Mike Tyson talking shit. I think either before or after a fight, and he hit this frequency when he said "Praise be Allah," and it was like it sent goosebumps down my spine.
Nah, yeah, because with most people, like when you say all praise to God, like you're literally praising God, the creator of everything, you know. So yeah, it's like not something you just say. It's a real statement. Especially like I'm pretty sure it was after his fight, after he won, he was just ranting and he said, Alhamdulillah. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what he said, but yeah, I know exactly what you're talking.
It was one of these questions where the reporter was like, so like what do you want for your next fight? And he just went on this tangent, like didn't even answer the question, completely ignored it. And he talks about this in his book a fair bit, where he was just in a different state of mind when he was a fighter, and he was just in a different state of mind where he was the only person in the world. He was as powerful and as strong, and he was channeling all these warriors before him into that moment of just pure violence. And so to take a man of that stature and that success and bring him down 3 octaves to make him ask some stupid question, it's going to be tough. And he's just going to ramble, especially if you've just come off a win.
No, Mike Tyson's a guy. He's very inspiring, bro.
Yeah.
Very, very inspiring.
Yeah, man. What took you from your previous life to the mixed martial arts gym?
I don't know. Like, I can't remember when I got introduced to MMA. Like, it was definitely watching it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was always fighting in school, bro.
Yeah.
You know, like either play fighting, blah blah blah. Then like when something.
Did you ever get in
happens.
trouble?
In school? Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot. But then like towards the end, like when I was in year 11 and 12, yeah, like I started taking it more serious. But then still, bro, like if my friends got problems, then I got problems, you know. That's just the way it is. So yeah, I've always been fighting. Then yeah, I started training 2 years ago, 2020, which was a year after I finished school. But I've always wanted to train. But then like I wasn't training because HSC, ATA and all that. And then yeah, after school, I don't even know, like I was just doing.
Did you go straight to Kings?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've been there since.
Yeah, loyalty, bro, loyalty.
I respect that.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of that in MMA.
Yeah, no, I do plan on training at different gyms, but Kings my home. It's like, I don't know, you step in there, it feels like a family, like, you know, everyone, they know you go, you train, you have fun while you're training and you're like learning, you know?
Yeah.
It's not like you're going into a gym and you're just like by yourself, just looking around. Yeah.
There's something to having a really strong and powerful head coach, you know, someone that really guides you and knows their fighters on a very personal level. I mean, big shout out to Coach Maui over at Triple X Fight Academy. Like
he's a good coach.
He's a very good coach, and he has this very unique relationship with both Caleb and Lachlan, where he knows them as fighters, but he knows them on a personal level as well.
Yeah, I think that's what a coach really needs to be. Like, not just a coach. Like, you have to know your fighter inside and out, because then that's when you can really coach them, you know?
Do you feel like you have that relationship with Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, my MMA head coach is Brian, but my head coaches are Brian and Elvis.
Oh, okay.
At the end of the day, you know? And then my striking coach, Livy, he's like not really known around, but he's one of the best striking coaches in all of Australia.
For real?
And I'll back that up. Yeah.
There's a lot of good coaches here in Australia.
I'm pretty confident to say he's one of the best in Australia, bro. It's not really who has the biggest name, to be honest. Because most coaches with big names, if they get fighters who've already trained at other gyms to come to their gym and train, you know. But yeah, there's some coaches who build fighters, then there's some coaches who don't build fighters.
You said you've got some goals, and you said that you've got some things that you want to hit in 2023 and obviously onwards. I know that you say everything is written, and I know that you say your career has been planned out for you. But if you had to guess, how do you see your arc from where you are now into one day becoming a paid fighter on the UFC roster?
To be honest, like I told you, I don't plan on staying amateur for too long, which is why, like, I don't get why people stay amateur for too long. Like, I understand for the experience, blah, 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 but me, no.
I think it's cage time.
No, like, bro, from amateur to pro, there's like a big difference, but there's not a big difference, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think on the top end of amateur and guys that have been seasoned, have been fighting for a while, you're going to find that they could probably take out a couple of the pros.
Yeah, I truly believe that, yeah.
I genuinely do believe that. But I also do think that having a deep fight record and having a deep understanding of the emotions, take the fighting from the sideline. Take the fighting out of the equation for a second. When you look at the prep before a fight, the warm-up, the walkout, the getting used to crowds watching you, getting used to the pressure beforehand, getting used to those sleepless nights and the very intense weight cuts. I think that's why a lot of people stay amateur, so that they're mentally prepared for what it's like in the pros, because once you go pro, your record does matter.
Yeah, I understand that. I think I have this mindset because I plan on being active. Like, if I can, I'll fight every single month.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. I fought IMMAF in July 10. Then my next fight was August 5. Then after that, I wanted to fight on Super Fight, which just happened last week. And then like straight after that, I was gonna fight November 12 again. So like this year, I wanted to be so active. So I think that's why, like, I don't really say, I think that's why I stand by what I said. Because me, like, in 1 year, I plan on fighting like at least 5 times.
That's very active.
Yeah, at least 5 times.
Yeah.
Like next year, I plan on fighting at least 5 times.
I think that's the benefit of what Sydney has as opposed to other states, in that there are so many promotions, and there are so many shows, and there are so many different avenues you can fight on. Like in Sydney alone, you have Super Fight, and you have Urban, and you have these other smaller cards that give you platforms to build on. Like you can walk out of Sydney with 5 different belts. Realistically, you can't do that. I don't think you can do that in Queensland. I don't think you can do that in Melbourne.
The only show I know in Queensland is XFC.
Right.
Like, I actually don't know any other show in
Yeah, I
Queensland.
think I saw Joey fight on XFC.
And Joey.
Yeah.
And Bill Fior.
Yeah.
No, I don't, actually, I don't know. I really wouldn't know, but I doubt he fought in XFC.
Sian, can you pull up Joey's fight record on Tapology?
Yeah, he's a AMI vet. That's what I call him. AMI
He's
vet.
an AMI vet.
Yeah.
You think he should go pro?
Who, Joey?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to fight him before he goes pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but him, I actually like him. It's pretty.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, it just sometimes he's too ambitious. He needs a reality check.
You there to give him the reality check?
Because he was telling me that he's fighting for a belt. If he wins that belt, I'll fight him for the belt, 100%.
Which belt?
The super fight belt. He wants to fight for the super fight belt.
And you want that belt?
If he wins it.
Nice.
Yeah, because bro, he's talking about fighting 84 kilos.
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's a.
No, he's made it before, so I really wouldn't.
I think sticking to a weight class is very important for where he's at right now. I think he nees to find a comfort range where he's strong, powerful, and fast.
He's way too small for heavyweight. Because like I said, I'm small for heavyweight.
Yeah.
And when I'm standing next to him, he's smaller than me.
Which is ridiculous because, like
Yeah.
you said before, you're 6'4" and Colombian.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, he's too small for heavyweight. I'm pretty sure he's too small for super heavyweight as well.
Okay, so if I'm the matchmaker, right, I'm super fight and I'm saying, I like the idea of Tank versus Joey. What weight class are we going to do it at?
Whatever weight class he wants, bro. Me, I'm like, bro, I have KS by my side. I'll make weight, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not really worried about weight. He should probably jump on with KS, to be honest, Joey. If he really wants to make weight easy, while eating a lot, while eating good, like he's feeding his body good, you're feeding good, fighting and all that, you should jump on with Christoph.
Yeah, no, 100%. I always recommend Christoph. I mean, nutrition-wise, the guy's a wizard.
Yeah, he's a genius.
No, he really is. Yeah, I would actually like to see that fight.
What, me and Joey?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't reckon he'll last long, to be honest. Like, honestly, he's a good bloke and everything, but I don't, yeah.
How do you think you take him?
I don't know. He's just, he gets...
Oh, you don't want to say?
I don't know. There's so many holes in his game, in my opinion.
Right.
Like, I'm faster, I'm stronger, I have more power, I move better, my wrestling's better. Like, how's he supposed to beat me? Unless my left hand breaks. That's the only way he beats me.
Does that concern you?
What?
Your left hand?
No.
No, sorry. Was it your right hand?
My right hand. Nah, bro.
Your right hand doesn't concern you?
Nah. It's hands of steel now. I got to play in 6 screws in my freaking hand, bro.
Do they take those out?
The surgeon said it's my choice.
You don't want to take it out?
Nah, no way. I'm telling you, if I'm spinning back fist on someone, their body's shutting down.
Yeah.
Yeah, just imagine that.
Yeah, I didn't think you could keep him in.
But I don't know. I might take it out, to be honest. Maybe, I don't know. Because then what? If I don't take it, that's going to be the rest of my life. It doesn't need to be there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like my bone will be fully healed.
But that is a thing. Did you end up finding Sian, did you end up finding that record? 3-6, but I just want to see if he fought on XFC.
Nah, I highly doubt he fought on XFC. He fought on Urban a lot.
I know he
And
fought in Queensland.
on Super Fight.
Maybe it was Super Fight. Maybe I'm confusing the two. Yeah, so are you ever concerned that because you've broken the arm so young that... He did? Yeah.
You're right.
There you go. I remember going into his record like deep. I watched all of his fights. So do you ever get concerned that because you've broken your arm so young and because you've had this injury that it might lead to you having kind of imbalances in your gameplay? Do you
No.
do you like you're not scared that it might get injured again?
No.
Nothing like that. No. You just built different.
Yeah, no.
I like it. I like the confidence.
That's just, I don't know. It's really, like, I just couldn't believe that my arm broke. But I'm pretty sure I had a fracture beforehand, to be honest. Because after the IMMAF fight, I was supposed to go back to my strength and conditioning coach, Maddie, which is he's like, if we're talking about someone who's a genius in their field, it's like the way, like the exercises we do, the drills we do, then the way he explains why we're doing it and how it's gonna like help it in MMA, it's just different. Like he knows exactly what he's talking about. So shout out to Maddie as well. But yeah, after the IMMAF fight, I couldn't train with him. I was just training. I was doing normal classes, literally. I couldn't do strength conditioning because my arm, I couldn't push, I couldn't lift or anything. So I think I had like a hairline fracture or something.
Right. I mean, that you do see that.
Yeah, and then like I didn't get checked up or anything.
Were you doing a lot of rounds in the heavy bag?
After the thing, no,
before.
Before?
Like in the lead up.
Yeah, like no.
That's generally where you see there's like niggly injuries come through, like a lot of like micro fractures in the shins.
Yeah, but I'm
little things in the wrist.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure I like fractured or like something happened after the IMMAF fight.
Right.
And then I went in there with that because I doubt this guy broke my freaking arm with a kick.
Well, especially if you just went up a guy that went up against a guy that was 50 kegs ahead of you.
Yeah.
Like that's a big weight difference, I think.
It's funny because in my gym, I'm the only heavyweight, and like I'm bigger than everyone else. And then my fights, like I'm just so small,
How do you
so
find
much smaller.
sparring? This is interesting because there aren't many heavyweights in Sydney. I don't know if we've touched on this yet, but there aren't many heavyweights in Sydney, and it's a scarce pool of you. So how do you find training partners?
I spar my friend Mehmet. He comes to because our sparring was on Saturday and it's open sparring, so any gym can come and anyone can come spar. So yeah, I just spar him. You know Luke McKenzie, Mac Truck? Big shout out to him, bro. He's really up in my game.
Can you pull up Luke McKenzie for me?
Yeah, he's helped me a lot as well.
But you say Mehmet, are you talking about I think he's got a podcast?
No,
not that. You'll see roster right now as you see it. Do you take inspiration from anyone in there? Are there any specific fighters that you look at and go, I want to be like that?
No, I wouldn't say I want to be like that. But yeah, like the path most taken, yeah. Like I take inspiration from their path and everything, but I wouldn't look at a fight and be like, oh, I want to be just like him.
Right.
Because I can't be just like him. Like you're someone else. Like Israel Adesanya, because he's from New Zealand, you know. He was a kickboxer. But then, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was fighting on Australia before he went to the UFC.
Yeah, he's got fights out here.
Yeah, he was fighting on Australia before he went to UFC. So, and Volkanovski as well. He's from Wollongong, you know.
The GOAT.
Whitaker, like, yeah. So I mainly take inspiration from Australian fighters because if they can do it, I can do it, you know. Like Tai Tuivasa as well.
Legend, absolute
literally,
legend.
But I wouldn't say I look at a fighter and be like, I want to be just like him.
Yeah, you're seeing more and more paths open up now for fighters from Australia getting into the UFC. You're like even with fighters like Jamie Malaki and Josh Kulabau, like these people that are starting to knock on the UFC's door and get featured in bigger and bigger events. It opens up so many more avenues where the UFC looks at Australian fighters and goes, oh wow, there is actually a pool of talent here. Because it feels like for a very long time was neglected.
Yeah, no, Australian fighters are very underrated. And I do not know why, literally.
Yeah. I mean, look, Rob Whitaker right now would be one of the most fierce and most lethal champions in the world if it wasn't for fucking Israel Adesanya.
I just don't see him ever beating Izzy. Ever. That's just sad because he's so good.
He's so good.
He's so good. Like, look what he's doing with everyone else in the division.
Yeah.
He's 30-27, bro. Then he fights Israel, he loses.
Yeah.
I don't reckon he'll ever unlock the Israel puzzle because he's just, the way he fights is so smart.
Do you think anyone unlocks the Israel puzzle?
In middleweight? No. What
about this
smart.
Pereira guy?
No. Pereira, no way.
Nothing?
No way. It's MMA. It's different, bro. The movement in MMA, in comparison to boxing, not boxing, because obviously kickboxing, so different, literally, because there's takedowns involved. Like the way you strike in MMA is different because you feint differently.
Yeah,
you know.
I think Pereira's got him fast tracked too quickly to his title shot.
Yeah, but like there's no one else in that division for him. Who? Like in middleweight for easy. Like after Pereira is Whitaker and he's beat him twice.
Yeah.
Then who? Brunson? Nah.
I would like to see Whitaker go on another run, but I don't think the public buys into the Whitaker-Israel 3.
Yeah.
I don't think they buy into it. I think Whitaker's best move is to move up in a weight division. But
What, to light heavyweight? Nah. Bro.
well, you think go down?
I don't know. Like, see, that is a stick situation for him. It's exactly like Colby Covington as well. But now, because Usman lost,
That weight division's opening up.
There's a different ballgame for Colby.
Yeah.
But I reckon Colby beats Edwards so easily.
You think so?
Yeah, and that's so sad to say because I really like Edwards, but yeah, he, like the way he wrestles is just so aggressive, bro. When he wants to just wrestle you, he's like a babe. He's non-stop.
Yeah.
He misses one, strike, shoot again. You know.
But I think they're gonna make the Edwards Usman rematch first.
But I reckon Fink beats him again.
Really?
Yeah.
You're the first person I've heard say that.
Yeah, and I reckon it'll beat him easier, bro. Usman is good, but I don't know. Like I was saying that Edwards was going to be Usman.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Because I was so convinced that Usman couldn't be touched.
Nah, he's...
And let's be honest here. In the first, in at least 3 of those rounds, Usman was the more dominant fighter.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like I just Usman is his fight style, bro.
I mean, he's good on the ground. He's good striking. He's good physically. He's good on the clinch. It's hard to fault Usman's game. Usman lost his title based on one poor movement that Edwards capitalized on.
Literally, yeah.
Like aside from that, Usman was essentially having a flawless game.
Yeah, but it's like it's the mind at the end of the day, bro. Like you just beat someone, then you get knocked out cold like that.
Right.
Then your next fight is against the person who just knocked you out like that after you were beating him.
So you think psychologically, Edwards
bro,
is just too far ahead now?
And I think that's why Muslim fighters are more successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you make of Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz then?
No, I really don't care about boxing, bro. It's way too corrupt, bro.
I know, but Andy Ruiz goes in and shocks the world.
Or the first fight?
Yeah, the first fight.
Yeah. I was actually watching that live, and I barely watch boxing fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was watching that live. Yeah.
It was an interesting matchup.
It was funny,
So,
bro. It was a funny
kind of
fight.
like, to push back against your point, Andy Ruiz shocks the world and beats Anthony Joshua,
and then gets bashed the next fight.
and then gets bashed the next fight. Like you do see it where someone goes and becomes champion, tastes the nice wine, tastes what it's like to be the world champ, and everyone loves you and respects you. And he went out and partied and put on all this weight, and came back in the second fight and wasn't the same guy. Like how do we know that doesn't happen to Leon Edwards?
Before we move on to that, like one thing I realized, you can't let the success get to you, bro. Especially in MMA. Like look at Conor, bro. That's sad to say because I'm the biggest Conor fan. But
Me too.
He let the success get to him. Like not necessarily the money, just the success.
Yeah.
And then it's MMA, bro. It's a dangerous game, bro. Like you're training, but then there's someone else training to kill you, bro. And someone else training with a game plan. They're coming for you, bro. It's just a lot of people once they make it to the top, they let success get to them.
Yeah.
Then
It's I think that's harder than becoming champ, is sustaining that champ. Which is why I think Kamaru Usman has the edge over Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards has never tasted this fruit before. Leon Edwards has never tasted this level of success before. Whereas Kamaru Usman's very familiar with it. He knows what it's like to have a target on his back and he knows how to get back there. I don't think that path exists for Leon Edwards yet. He still has to prove a lot to the world.
He didn't look himself as well, Edwards, in my opinion.
No, he definitely didn't.
Yeah, it's just wrestling. It nullifies you any like. I was telling my coaches this because we're watching the super fight, yeah, and there was a girl, Faye. I'm pretty sure her name's Faye. She's a really good grappler. She was versing a good striker. And she just nullified the striker's game. She didn't even get to show her skill set, the striker.
Yeah.
And it's just sad, bro, because wrestling, like, it's just...
Well, that's what it is, though. Like, if you're a good wrestler, if you're a champion wrestler and you're going up against a striker, you're not going to try and stand toe-to-toe with them. That would be fucking stupid. You know, unless you're Khabib, where you can trade with Conor. And just right? But yeah, the Conor arc is heartbreaking, man, because he was the pinnacle of mixed martial arts. He was the pinnacle of the sport. He was the poster boy. He had the most pay-per-views. He was the double champ. You know, he was the champ, and everyone knew who he was. And he had hit a level of success that was unprecedented in mixed martial arts, and just falls off the way he did, you know. And now you look at him. You look at him, and I'm just not sold that he's the same hungry guy that he was before. I think he's been spending way too much time on the whiskeys, way too much time on the bags, way too much time on the yachts.
He's enjoying his life, bro. But I think that's what happens with people who grow up with nothing, to be honest. Like I can't really blame him.
Yeah.
Because he said that he got into it to win a belt. Yeah. And for money. He literally achieved what he wanted to. Yeah. So yeah, like if he cares about legacy, like now he's not fighting for his dreams. He's already accomplished that.
Yeah. He's fighting for legacy, for his name.
Yeah, so like I don't know.
Do you ever get concerned, because you did mention before, although you didn't go into specifics, that your upbringing was a bit rough?
No, I wouldn't say rough, but I didn't grow in the good parts of Sydney.
Right. Saw some shit?
No, like
oh, okay.
I don't got PTSD or anything.
Maybe I read into it too much then.
No, it's just I don't know. I'm pretty happy the way I was brought up.
Okay. So you're not concerned then that, because, you know, I'm thinking for you, like, what happens if you hit those levels of success? How are you going to be able to sustain it?
I'm built different. Like I told you, I'm religious, bro.
Yeah.
Like this world is like nothing compared to the hereafter, you know. So like
So you're not concerned that the parties and the booze? And
nah, I'm not really a party person, to be honest.
No.
Nah.
What's your escape? Like when you're, like, let's say you come off a big win at IMMAF. Like, how do you go and celebrate that moment? How do you go?
It was so weird, bro. After IMMAF, I was talking to my opponent over. Then it was dark. Like I had no car because we were in Brisbane. I called an Uber. And my whole team left. Literally, I was there by myself. I do not know how. I called an Uber.
Wait, did they watch the fight?
No, my coaches were competing on IMMAF as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuck, that sucks.
Yeah. Then we were supposed to go have dinner somewhere, but then that's what happened. I wanted to go to the hotel and change and everything, because then like I just felt sore as well.
Yeah.
So I went to the hotel and I was just sitting down. I was just by myself. So winning's not it's not how most people portray it. Like you win after party, blah. I know. I prefer how that ended up, bro, than
just chill,
than partying. Yeah, I was just by myself. I had a shower. Then I went to some restaurant where the rest of my team was and everything. And yeah, like that was. It felt good, and we took a photo, and then it made my coach really happy. Yeah, like just seeing the whole team together, you know.
Of course, of course. And I think having those kinds of ways of internalizing the success leads you to a path where you aren't going to fall into the trap of what happens next, what happens next, what happens next, what now.
Yeah.
You see that a lot with professional athletes, where they hit these pinnacles of success, whether it's becoming the champ, or whether it's becoming, you know, an NBA All-Star, or whether it's, you know, winning the NFL or winning any, like the Australian Open or whatever the competition is. There comes to a point where an athlete will go, what's next? Like, is that all this is? I've spent my whole life training for this very moment.
Yeah, then they accomplish what they dreamed about, so... like that's hard, bro. Like I can't imagine how I would feel. Like say I win a UFC title and I defend it, then what? Yeah, I'm supposed to keep defending it.
Exactly.
What if no one beats me? Like you're fighting for legacy after that, you know. But yeah, like it's different. Like when I won IMMAF, I was happy and everything, because not everyone can call himself a champ, like a IMMAF champion, you know. But it was my first fight, literally my first ever MMA fight. Just the first of many, you know. And like I said, my goal isn't to be amateur. Like if my goal was to be a champion, like an amateur champion, bro, I can accomplish that next year. Like, that's not my goal. My goal is to make it to the top of MMA, professional MMA.
Do you want a belt?
Like in the top?
Yeah.
Nah. Obviously, bro. I want all the belts, bro. All the belts. Literally, I'm like when it comes to like belts, bro, I'm a gold digger. I just want belts.
Yeah.
Literally, like that's my plan for next year, bro.
Bellator, one,
No,
UFC.
Yeah, like eventually, but nah. Most likely not Bellator one, bro. Just straight to the UFC.
Right.
I fight local straight to the UFC. You know, because you go to Bellator and that you get sucked in because they pay pretty good, bro. The UFC they're known for paying shit also apparently.
Yeah, no, they are.
But yeah,
The thing with the UFC is that they really establish you an American audience. They establish
Yeah.
your brand. They make you a household name, or at least amongst the MMA community. Whereas in Bellator and in One, the names are few and far between.
yeah.
You know, you've got Mighty Mouse, you've got Rod Tang, you've got a couple of characters out there, but realistically, that appeals more to the Asian demographic. Like, particularly One. One is very well known for being kind of like that Thai circuit because there's so much Muay Thai involved in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some fighters in One that can like beat
Oh,
high
absolutely.
level UFC.
Yeah.
Like you see when Thing went there, when Eddie Alvarez went there, he got knocked out. When Sage Northcutt went there, he got knocked out. Thing even got knocked out. DJ. And yeah, you know, it's just there's good fighters everywhere, bro. Like look at Francis Ngannou. Like what if he did not move to France?
Yeah,
Bro,
right.
he's just some big guy from Africa, bro. Literally big guy from Western Africa.
I don't know who said it, but someone said if you go anywhere to, like, especially the southern parts of Africa, everyone walking around is Francis Ngannou.
Literally, yeah, because they're paying bill and they do exercises without doing exercises. Their everyday life is exercises.
Yeah.
They carry heavy shit, bro. They dig all day.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, Francis Ngannou was working in the sand mines.
Yeah, literally. From
From the age of 13. So when you have a foundation like that, you end up with someone, and of course, amazing genetic composition. You end up with someone like
the
Francis
African genetics, bro.
Dude, you guys are fucking different. You guys are just built different.
Yeah, nah, you sound exactly like my coach Adam. Literally, he always says that.
It's true, but the fast twitch muscle fiber, the muscle mass, the cardio, it's all there.
Yeah.
It's the greatest, some of the greatest athletes in the world are probably just diamonds in the rough that are currently in Africa right now.
Literally, yeah. No, there's so much good fighters or fighters that could be good and they'll never get their chance because.
You said that your background's from Sudan, right?
Yeah, Sudanese.
Do you have much? Does that have much influence over you?
Yeah, no, I'm very cultural, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know how to speak full Arabic and like the Sudanese dialect and everything. You know, yeah. My culture's always gonna be with me. At the end of the day, I wasn't born in Australia. I was born in Sudan.
Oh, you were born over there?
Yeah.
When did you move over?
Bro, I came here when I was 3, I think, like 2005.
So you don't have much memory of it?
Nah, yeah, the travel here, I don't remember, but yeah, I'm cultural, bro.
From what your parents tell you, what's life like in Sudan?
No, I've been to Sudan.
Oh, you've been back.
It's very, very cultural, bro. It's different.
Yeah.
Like there, your like your whole neighborhood are your friends. You know, if something happens, the whole neighborhood comes. They stick beside you, vice versa. You know, it's very, very different to how life is here. But here, it's multicultural. It's not like we're all Australian. Like we are Australian, but it's not like we're all like Australian. You know.
Yeah, Sydney in particular is very much a melting pot. Sydney is just
it's
like
a messed up city, bro.
each suburb has its own culture and each suburb has its own religion. It's very territorial in a weird way, you know. And I think you're seeing a lot of it now in the postcode wars. Like every other week, there's stabbings now. Every other week, someone's getting jumped. Like it's ramped up in intensity.
You know, I'm not really with that, bro.
No, like I don't fuck with that at all. In fact, I'm so opposed that I think they should all get into mixed martial arts.
Literally, bro. Why don't you just fight each other?
Exactly,
bro. If I open a promotion, it'll just be area. You can fight, bro. You settle your beef with your hands, bro. Yeah, you got a problem with someone, bro. Just make weight. If you're the same weight, fight.
That's it. The 2168 up against the 2200.
You get something out of it, bro.
Yeah,
but nah, I don't know, bro.
It's pussy shit, man. The stabbings, the bashings. It's. I'm not going to give this person that I don't like level playing field against me. I'm going to get them when they're not suspecting anything. I'm going to get them when they're alone in the dark, and I'm going to come in with weapons. Like that. I don't fuck with that shit.
No, but it's deeper than that, I reckon.
You think so?
Like for me and you, it's different. But like for like most people, they see it as they're backing their family. They're backing their brothers, blah blah blah. So like from that point, I understand that. But yeah, each to their own, bro. It's not me, bro. I'm a fighter. That's what I want to do. Yeah.
I think you see a lot less of that if people do get out of the postcode shit and more into mixed martial arts gyms. I think if you start teaching people that need it,
to be honest, bro, this postcode thing, like it's all media made, in my opinion.
You think so?
Yeah. My friend once he shot a he was featured. Have you seen Four Corners?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is it called? It was featured in it, and I was there when they were interviewing him. He was talking about like his music, his future, his goals, his past, like what inspired him and all that. And then they were asking him a question about why he went jail and all that. And then they did not feature any single thing of the good stuff he talked about. They just made him like as some violent gang member, bro.
For real?
Yeah, I swear to God. Yeah.
So even though he'd spent the vast majority of the interview talking about the music,
he got
and
set
the
up.
art.
Yeah, he got set up, and thing was on it as well. 800 was on it, and he even spoke about it as well. He said like he was talking about how he's how he's against like knife crime and all that in the youth, blah blah blah. And they didn't mention it. It's just it's all a setup, bro. They just want their story. But that's the way I see it. So
Get the clicks.
Yeah, so that's why I say like it's not like how the media puts it. Like he's from this area, They don't like each other, so we go stab each other. No, it's deeper than that. But it's not something we would understand because we're not like associated with it. But
Yeah, of course. And I think especially if you're born into that world, it's a lot harder to break out. It must be a lot harder to break out. I think that's also why, back on that Four Corners note, I think that's also why people are gravitating more towards long form content like podcasts, is because they've seen enough now to go, you're cutting and you're editing this in a certain way just to stick with your one narrative.
Yeah, literally, like, I don't know, just...
they're just trying to stick with the one narrative, and whereas in long form conversational topics... Guys, can you keep that down, please? In long form conversational topics, you have the ability to give the full story, the full understanding, the full depth.
They set you up. Like most people want to watch someone talking about how he was this and he's turning into this. He wants to do this with his life.
Yeah,
they treat it as if it's a movie. They're trying to make a movie out of people's lives.
Yeah,
it's just
20-minute YouTube video. Let's get it done.
I'm not with that, bro. Like it's sad. Like especially the way they done it, bro. Like they were interviewing them for 2 days,
Whoa.
Yeah, so imagine all of the footage and everything all for 2 days, and then you go and upload like only 5-10 minutes of what they done.
And anyone could fuck up in that 2-day period, right?
Yeah.
I do hours of podcasting a week and I say shit I regret straight away. And I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said this. So if you've got cameras and mics on you for 2 days straight, I mean, thank God they're not doing that to me.
Yeah, no, it's tough, bro. But yeah, like that's the business they're in, bro. They're not good people, bro.
Yeah. Well, I get it. They're just trying to sell advertisements.
Literally,
they're just trying to sell clicks.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And I think...
No, but it was a setup, literally. Like I don't think the boys who were like involved in it, like who were interviewed and everything, I don't think they knew the name was going to be called Postcode Wars. They just thought it was going to be called like Four Corners, which is a setup again. Like if it's called Postcode Wars, like it's pretty self-explanatory what they're trying to present,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why you never do interview with freaking SBS, bro.
Well,
or ABC.
That's why you do it on Lucas podcast.
Lucas podcast, yeah, 100%.
No, for real. That's like the one topic I feel like I haven't really been able to cover properly yet is music. Like I want to get these.
No, you should definitely. Yeah, you should. One of my close mates, he has a record label actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, with artists and everything, bro. And very real people. Like they talk what they experienced,
If you can connect.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
Because that's one of the groups of people that I'm really interested in talking to that I haven't had access to yet, is especially like up and coming artists, dude. That is like, that for me is so important because I know I can only imagine how hard it is to try and put out a creative and put out your soul into music and words and not have people give a fuck, because no one, like, the reality is no one gives a fuck about a rapper until they've made it, right?
Literally, yeah.
Like, no one fucked with Drake while he was, on the come up. Everyone fucks with Drake now.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it is. And I think those underground rappers and those underground artists and singers and vocalists are the ones that really influence the culture and really have the ability to make a change, so that you do see less of the other bullshit that comes with it. You see less of the violence, you see less of the stabbings, you see less of the bashings, because they're the ones that have the ability that have the people's attention and can make changes.
100%.
I also think people should be spending more time in mixed martial arts, because less on the streets.
Yeah.
I think if you spend all day hitting a heavy bag at a Muay Thai gym with a coach screaming at you, you're just not going to have the energy to go and fuck around afterwards. You're just going to want to eat well and go to sleep.
Yeah, it's hard work, bro. Man.
It's a lot of hard work, man. It's a lot of hard work. Okay. You gave me a shirt here.
Yeah. It's
I want to say a massive thank you for this.
no worries, my bro.
This is sick.
The tank shirt, that's what I call it.
The tank shirt. Can people see that, Sion? Is that in frame? So it's got the King's Academy logo on the back. It's got this mad gorilla back here. That is fucking nuts, man. Thank you. If people want
No worries.
Are you selling these? Like, can people?
No,
these?
it's not merchandise. It's for
It's just for me.
it's for people I want to give it to.
You're a legend. I'm
No worries.
carrying this with me. So when we see in the UFC,
Nah,
chuck it on.
I'm making a new design actually.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm just thinking.
That's nuts, dude. I love this. That's fucking crazy. I want to come check out King's Academy actually.
No, you sure? It's a very big gym, bro.
Yeah.
It's a big gym. Like we're good people, bro. You go, you just feel welcoming, you know. Like you're not scared to train. You're not scared like to try and everything, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good environment. I think that's why I like it, to be honest, because it's just a good environment and you learn and you're learning from the best, bro.
How intense is the sparring there?
No, like with my, cause like I said, I'm probably the biggest. Yeah, I'm the only heavyweight there. Well, now there's more, but like out of active fighters, I'm the only heavyweight there. So yeah, like.
What would you say? 100%, 80%, 60%?
It depends who I'm sparring.
Right.
You know, like, and that's why my movement's good, to be honest, because I'm like most of my sparring is against lighter guys, all faster than me. You know, so like I have to move with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, like, when I fight these bigger guys, they're just so slow and I see everything, bro. Like, if I can explain to you my first and second fights, bro, like, the way I just saw everything. And, like, yeah, I just read them.
What are you paying attention to when you're reading? Like, when you're, like, are you looking...
My first fight was funny, bro, because when I fight, I don't look the person in the eyes. I'm pretty sure most fighters are the same. Like, I don't even know where I look, actually. But I don't look at your eyes. Look at your body, your legs, your hands, and that. My first fight, I looked my opponent in the eyes for 1 second. He was looking me dead in the eyes, which was funny. Like, yeah,
that's what I do when I'm sparring people. I look them like dead in the eyes.
Nah,
yeah,
I don't do that.
I don't know. Like, it's not even like I'm intentionally trying to do it. It's just I find myself locked in that way, and that's how I stay focused. Because I'm one of those fighters. I don't know if you can relate to this much, but I switch off.
When you fight?
Yeah.
No,
when I fight, I really switch off. Like, I just... Like, I'll still be throwing combos and still be thinking and whatever, but that intensity and that that drive kind of dissipates into the second and third round. Not because I'm tired, just because my focus isn't there. But I find if I'm really locked in on someone's on their eyes and I'm matching that intensity that they're giving me, then I'm hyper-focused the whole way through.
I mean, I just flow with everything, you know?
Yeah.
Literally, I just flow with everything. Like me, it's weird. It's weird the way I fight. When I switch stances, it's for something. I don't just switch stances for the sake of it. You know, yeah, I don't want to give out too much of my game.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
I get that. Dude, anything else you want to touch on before we wrap up here?
Anything you want to ask me?
No, I think I'm good. I think we covered a lot today, but I just thought you might have some plugs, some stuff like that. You're trying to push out. How can people support you?
How can people support me?
They can follow your Instagram.
Oh yeah, definitely follow my Instagram. No, I was in that for a second. You like plugs, we support you. I was like, what? Nah, but you can follow my Instagram.
Like some people come up with sponsors and stuff like that, and then want to give them a shout out.
No,
You chill. Just follow your Insta.
Yeah, right here. Tank MMA. Can you do that? Can you add it
I'll
here?
do it just for you. I never do it for
Yeah,
anyone.
right here, Tank MMA. That's how you can support me.
That's awesome, dude. Look, I wish you the best of luck. I think, like I said, watching your fight footage, I think, you know, despite the injury and despite everything that was up against you, you really persevered and pushed through and showed why you do have that champion spirit. But beyond that, there's technical capability that you have that I really don't often see in amateur fighters. I think you've got a very unique way of moving your head and moving your body, and your footwork is so
I told you, it's
slick.
all Livy, man. All I like, yeah, he's unknown to the MMA world, but his name's gonna be coming up soon, bro. Livy is like I really back that. He's one of the best striking coaches on the show, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just the stuff he teaches us, bro. It's different. Like
Yeah.
his mind, like that's what I mean. Like some people are just geniuses in their field.
Yeah.
Like my strength and conditioning coach, Christoph, my head coach, and everything.
Like John Donahoe with Gordon Ryan.
Is that BJJ?
Yeah.
You know, I don't really watch
John
BJJ.
Donahoe is like one of those people that you hear. See, you paying attention to my camera? Okay. John Donahoe is one of these characters where he is a university philosopher, right? Like he studied philosophy in university for like 8 years or something crazy like that. Drops out because he falls in love with jiu-jitsu. And then all he does every single day, 7 days a week, is just train jiu-jitsu, train jiu-jitsu, train jiu-jitsu. He ends up not being able to compete and opens up a jiu-jitsu school. And he is just so meticulous and so ahead of the game, and trains his students become like top tier Brazilian jiu-jitsu rollers and grapplers, and has a school now out of New York. No, I think they moved from New York, but they're in New York for a while. And he just, the best in the world come from him. And he has, he's so far ahead. He's so far ahead of the game than everyone else. And all he does is jiu-jitsu. He doesn't have girlfriends. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have a kids. He's like 60 years old, and all he cares about is jiu-jitsu. He'll be watching tape until 3 a.m. and then go back to the gym and just roll with everyone and show everyone how to do it. And he gets so much pleasure from being able to coach the students and show them and let them find levels of success that haven't been matched before. And when you meet like a grandmaster wizard like that, it's
that's what I was
ridiculous.
thinking. Yeah, but you need people like that in your corner, like people who
Of
dedicate their time.
course.
Like if there's coaches who just like, yeah, all right, you got to fight. It's in 2 months, then done. Like they'll literally hit you up the day before the fight. Oh, you want to wait? Done.
For real?
Yeah, there's coaches like that. I'm pretty sure. Not my coaches, bro. Like that's why I'm so confident in myself, to be honest. Just the team around me, my training partners, my coaching, like even Christoph being with me.
Yeah, that's a big one.
My strength and conditioning coach. My strength and conditioning coach, he trains in my gym.
Right.
You know, so like even my physio, he's from my gym as well. He trains in my gym.
Yeah.
So like I knew them before like I went and done their services, you know.
Yeah, the more you can keep it in-house, the
Yeah,
better.
yeah. Just with me, it's a tight circle. Like I don't spar anywhere else. I probably should.
Yeah.
But no, like we'll see. We'll see how 2023 goes.
How do you sustain yourself on the side?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, gym memberships and nutritionists and physios and gloves and food and
As
water.
in, how do I pay for it?
Yeah, like how do you sustain
I
yourself?
own a business.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, well, I co-own a business, if that makes sense.
What business?
A barbershop. The
Okay.
one on the back of the shirt. It's the biggest thing there. The biggest sponsor.
Platinum Fades.
Yeah.
There you go. See, when I said
Yeah.
plugs, Platinum Fades.
Yeah.
That's the big one, bro.
But yeah.
Big shout out to Platinum Fades. Where
Yeah,
are they
big
at?
shout out. Liverpool.
Oh, nice. I need to get touched up soon, actually.
Yeah, come.
Might come through.
Yeah, too easy.
Do you cut?
Yeah.
Nice.
But I it got boring, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets boring.
Much rather punch people in the
Yeah,
face.
that's why I like MMA. You learn new things every day, and
Oh,
and
yeah.
that's for real. Like especially with my coach Brian, bro. Like sometimes I just feel so stupid because like just a small adjustment makes a big difference. And my coach Adam, Adam, bro, the Joker. His mind for BJJ in MMA, like it's probably one of the best on Australia, to be honest. Like the way he explains BJJ position in MMA, because it's different, because you can punch people in the face and you get punched in the face.
Yeah.
So yeah, like even being at mount in BJJ is different than MMA, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
Mount, half guard, yeah. The way he explains it, yeah, his mind for BJJ and MMA is
I think
ridiculous.
BJJ is one of those sports that evolves so quickly and so fast that if you're not on the leading edge with it, and if you're not paying attention to the new subs that are coming in and the new positions that are coming in and the latest competitions, like you can get left behind so quickly.
Yeah, but in MMA, you don't really need to know all these little cool subs, to be honest.
No, you don't, but you definitely need to know the defense to them.
Yeah, but that's when wrestling comes. Like
Yeah.
a good wrestler will trump a BJJ artist any day of the week, and I truly believe that. And a lot of people are going to be angry,
yeah,
bro.
I don't know about
but
that
watch. You'll see it with Charles in Islam. You like watch there, because Charles he's not a good wrestler. He's BJJ. And like that's what I believe. I believe wrestling trumps BJJ. Like
Yeah.
It's sad to say, but I'm not saying you should neglect BJJ, bro. No, it's very, very important in MMA. Like if you think you don't need BJJ in MMA, you're gonna get a reality check real soon, bro. Literally.
Well, I think wrestling's a very strong base. I think wrestling's a very strong base to have.
Yeah, it sort of pisses me off, bro. Because my gym my gym is known for BJJ. You know, I got Elvis, I got Adam, I got Nathan, Liam, then Nathan Corbin. Like just all these good BJJ are like competitors and everything. Then I got Brian Ebersol. He's the best MMA coach in all of Australia, period, bro. He's the Australian head coach, so that should speak for itself, you know. And he comes from a wrestling background, you know. So like my gym's all grappling based, you know.
Yeah.
And I haven't even got to show my grappling in my fights yet, which is very, very. It's a good thing.
Well, we'll be seeing it come early next year.
Yeah, 2023. Yeah,
2023.
definitely.
Gonna make some waves, son.
Yeah, 2023, bro. I want to get a W back, then I just want to fight for a title straight away.
Well, you've got a hit list.
Yeah, I got a
You've
hit.
got a hit list.
I really want to go to a hit list, bro. If they can keep up, they can keep up. If they can't keep up, they're gonna get left behind, bro. I'm not gonna.
You're not waiting for anyone.
Yeah, literally. Like I told you, I don't plan on being amateur for long, bro. Like maybe 3 years. I don't know. It depends, because I plan on being active, so that's why I say that. Like I'm not gonna have 1-2 fights a year and then say, oh, like I wanted to improve in 2-3 years.
But if we're talking amateur for 3 years and saying, you know, God willing, everything goes to plan, we're looking at least, inshallah, you're looking at 10 to 15 fights at least.
Yeah, literally. And plus, I plan on doing IMMAF again, competing IMMAF again.
Yeah, you want to defend that title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, but not a super heavyweight, bro.
No.
Nah, no way.
So you want to get another title?
Yeah.
Champ.
Literally. Nah.
Champ of IMMAF.
Yeah, has there been there has been a champ.
Yeah, there has?
What's his name? Troy. Oceana. He beat my coach because he was strawweight. He was a strawweight champ. Then he won the flyweight champ. So he's champ. But yeah, I'll be the champ. The champ. Yeah.
That's sick, dude. Listen, man, thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you for the opportunity, bro. No worries at all.
Of course, man. I hope we can look back on this interview in a year's time and go, fuck, he said he was going to do that, and he did it.
100%, yeah.
Your Instagram's Tank with a double K. Big shout out to you. Go follow you there. Check out your story. And I really look forward to seeing everything you're doing, man.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Awesome, bro.
Future's bright.